Greetings to everyone. Thank you for coming and listening to this speech. Today, as you see behind my screen, I'm going to speak about critical role of a liquidity provider. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Kuldeep Mahindrakar. I do basically business development at B2Broker company. Just to simplify things, I help people or individual or any organization who want to create their business in the financial industry, be a crypto exchange, forex broker, multi-asset broker. So I help them establish that financial organization, or any existing companies who already have a financial business running, but they want to enhance with a flagship industry products. So there also I come into the scene and I help them achieve that in including our products. So first of all, let me define what is liquidity. Okay, so liquidity का मतलब होता है आपको मार्केट में एक्सेस मिलेगा बाय एंड सेल करने का, एज अ फॉरेक्स ब्रोकर, एज अ क्रिप्टो ब्रोकर और अ मल्टी एसेट ब्रोकर. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट ऑल द फाइनेंशियल इंडस्ट्री हु डील्स विथ लेट्स से एंड यूजर्स हु आर ट्रेडर्स. ओके, तो अगर आपको डायरेक्ट मार्केट एक्सेस विच इज़ वी कॉल DMA, अगर आपको डायरेक्ट मार्केट एक्सेस चाहिए तो यू हैव टू, व्हेन यू स्टार्ट योर बिजनेस, जब भी आप अपना बिजनेस स्टार्ट करते हैं, यू हैव टू चूज़ द राइट काउंटर पार्टी. देखिए, जितने भी मेरे क्लाइंट हैं अभी तक, मैं उनको एक बात बड़े पहले से बताता हूँ कि जब भी आप कोई अपना बिज़नेस स्टार्ट करते हैं, भले ही वो फाइनेंशियल इंडस्ट्री में हो या किसी और इंडस्ट्री में, राइट इंडिविजुअल और राइट कंपनी ढूंढना और चूज़ करना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. क्योंकि अगर आप राइट लोग चूज़ करते हैं या राइट कंपनी चूज़ करते हैं तो इट कैन टेक यू टू द नेक्स्ट लेवल वेरी इजीली, एफर्टलेसली. बट इफ़ यू चूज़ a wrong company, it can bring you and drag you back very quickly as well. So it's very important to choose, let's say, the right counterparts or like right counterparty. So the selection of LP is very crucial. Here, as you understand the difference between liquidity provider, I mean the definition of liquidity provider, which allows you to buy and sell in the market at any given time, provides you the liquidity to your business. So all your end users will have access to the direct market and they will be able to trade at any given point of time. This is the role of the liquidity provider. Just to explain the next slide, basically there are prime brokers. So some of the forex brokers or crypto exchange, they prefer to have the relationship with the PB. PB is like prime broker, where you aggregate liquidity from one single entity or one prime broker. Well, there is a myth in the industry that many individuals, they think that having a prime broker, like generally the prime broker does not serve the individuals, they serve the institutions, they serve the forex brokers. So you can become yourself a prime broker. You can like simply approach one of the tier 1, tier 2 banks and open account with them and become a prime broker. But I think it will not be that convenient for your business at all. So first, second thing I would like to explain here is the prime or prime model. So to define the prime or prime model, it's more efficient in terms of aggregating liquidity, because the prime of prime liquidity provider aggregates liquidity from different venues such as tier 1 liquidity provider, tier 1 banks, non-bank participants, hedge funds. So all this counterparty, they aggregate into their ecosystem and give you one single connection to your, let's say, trading platform or any trading distribution venue that you have, and you get access to all this market. Second of all, you get let's say prime of prime connection. You have fixed API, we have different connection methods in this regards, and you have the lower entry criteria. So this is very important because many of the startup broker, they struggle with the entry criteria because you know, as a startup you want to cut the cost as much as possible. So जब भी आप कोई business start करते हैं, so you let's say the major part of your, let's say, thinking is to cut the cost. So यहाँ पे the entry criteria है वो very low होता है prime और prime के पास. The second point is more flexible credit review. लेस कैपिटल इंटेंस मार्जिन, बिकॉज जैसे मैंने बताया कि सिंगल मार्जिन अकाउंट आपका होता है जिससे आपके जितने भी क्लाइंट है उनका जो एक्सपोजर होता है वो सिंगल मार्जिन अकाउंट में ओपन होगा, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दिस यू हैव लेस एक्सपोजर टू द मार्केट इन दिस केस बिकॉज यू विल बी यूजिंग द सिंगल मार्जिन फ्रॉम वन अकाउंट. All, let's say, prime of prime liquidity provider can provide you the bespoke liquidity solution. What do I mean by this is that आपके particular need के हिसाब से a liquidity provider can create a condition where it will be more suitable for you, ज़्यादा आपके लिए comfortable रहेगा. So we can create that for you, be a bespoke solution. On to my next slide, the main advantage of prime broker. So as I said, multiple asset classes. So at this moment, let's say, as I said, I represent B2Broker, and we offer 8 asset classes, including forex, metals, indices, commodities, single stocks, even cryptocurrencies. So we offer all of them from one margin account. Why I'm stressing one single margin account? It's really crucial because having multiple margin account, let's say, I'll give you a very simple example. You have an open position on BTC USD. Let's take an example of BTC USD, and you have buy position, and at the same time you have another client who has a sell position. But since you have two different margin account, buy position is open on one margin account, let's say margin account A, and the sell position is open on the margin account B. So here you have two exposure in the market, two netted exposure, while if you have a same single margin account and both the position will go to the same margin account, you will have zero exposure to the market because they are let's say hedging against each other. So the market always netted. So this is very crucial point and like one of the major advantage of the prime of prime model. And depth of the market, yes, of course, because it's been aggregated by many different counterparties, many different let's say banks, exchanges. So the aggregated liquidity will have the higher and the deeper depth of the market, and plus it will have let's say when you have a client who is trading on a large clip, it means like huge order, like let's say 500 lots. So at this time, when you have a single PB connection or single PB relationship, it will impact the market quite high because you have only one counterparty to, let's say, counter this order. But if you have aggregated liquidity, it means the market impact will be quite less. So it means you will have more chance to hedge yourself on the top of the order book, which is very important in my opinion. Well, this is a very important sheet. It's a table basically which shows the, let's say, difference between single LP connection, multiple bilateral LPs, and the aggregated liquidity, which is prime of prime, which I am talking about and I'm trying to stress. So high fill rate, as I said, you get executed on the top of the order book, which is very important. Single margin account, again, the point which is very important. Better risk management, multiple types of liquidity, as I said, 8 types of asset classes, over a 1000 number of instrument which we can provide you, and full netting system. So you have the exposure zero because we have two opposite position at the same margin account, so you have a zero netted exposure. This is also very important. Commission structure is even better because it's aggregated, and your LP, which is, let's say, the prime of prime model, already got the best deal out of the market and giving you via single margin account. There are multiple points here. This presentation will be available on our website, so I'll put a link. You can go and go through all the points, and I will be available on the booth. If you have any particular questions, you can always approach us. Pros and cons of single LP and trading platform approach. So basically, now I like to call it that the market is on a transition period where a lot of brokers, they are considering having multiple trading platform. Like before, let's say if you consider 1 year back, there was one trading platform and all the brokers were like okay with that. But now, since there are some changes happened in the market, so many new brokers or existing broker, they prefer to have couple of trading platform at least. So what is the best advantage of prime here? Again I'm bringing back the single LP or single margin account point. You can connect one single margin account with multiple trading platforms. So at this moment, like let's say for an example, you have a MetaTrader, and you can also connect one single C trader, and you will have single margin account to connect with both the trading platform, and all your end users will be trading on any of this trading platform their order will go to the one single margin account. This is also one of the, I think, best point in terms of POP model, like prime or prime model. But in single LP, you will have one single connectivity point, and you will have to buy another account, or you need to set up another account to connect with another trading platform. So this is also very crucial. Moving on to the next step, top of the book market depth. So as I said, aggregated will give you less market impact, and it will have opportunity to hedge your position on the top of the book. So here I just have a few example of different pairs. So Euro USD, as you know, it's one of the most traded trading platform. So you can see on the top of the book you have a better execution volume. Let's say I would like to give you an example of BTC USD, because you can see here on the top of the book 29 BTC available just on the top of the book. So if you make an order of, let's say, around 10 BTC, you will be executed on the top of the book with the spread of, let's say, $2 or $2.50. So BTC USD will be, all this order will be executed only on the top of the book. Multi-asset, so I already talked about this, but let's say I'll remind you again. So we offer 8 type of asset classes, 1,000 plus, let's say, pairs in the market. So the instrument that we have is like spot rolling FX, precious metals, commodities, equities on indices, and crypto CFD single stocks from America, or let's say Europe or Asia. Plus we have NDF, which is recently added. It's non-derivable forwards. So we recently added this asset class, which is also one of the best to hedge your positions. Competitive advantage of our liquidity offer. So as I said, if you are a new company, or if you have an existing broker running, and we have offers for everyone. So as I said, we can create a bespoke offer for you, and based on your needs, we can let's say customize and provide you the best offer possible in order for you to have a better let's say counterparty and better entry criteria. So we use all the flagship top-notch market standard products in terms of aggregation, in terms of distribution, and in terms of support. So currently we have Prime XM 10. These are the distribution venue where we provide and let's say distribute our liquidity from. We have data center like AWS, Beaks, and all that. We have trading platforms, MetaTrader, C Trader, Match Trader, and all the others. So we provide all of them as a service. And this is a very important point. Before I go, I just want to help you understand what to look when you choose for a liquidity provider. First of all, choosing a counterparty, I think it's, as I said, it's very crucial, because it can bring your business to the next level, or it can drag you back. So choosing it's very important. I would suggest you to do your due diligence and R&D before choosing any service provider. This is very important. So the level of expertise you look for any company, it's very important. Their tech stack, like as I mentioned in my previous slide, we use all the market standard flagship products in terms of distribution, in terms of hosting, and everything. Then the most important part, look, in this industry, well, you can find the best product, best technology, but the support is something which is very important, because if you have a problem at any given time, your counterparty should be able to assist you within a very short period of time. So we provide support in native language, because if you are comfortable in Hindi or Spanish or any other language, we have like 15 plus languages available to support you. Plus we give you a dedicated account manager. He will be responsible for communication with you. Bespoke solution, I already talked about. Ability to provide jurisdiction. So yeah, this is also a very important point. Basically what we do, we have multiple jurisdiction. We are like Cyprus regulated European entity. We have Leslie regulated entity as well, Mauritius or something. So any like say legal jurisdiction that you want to work with based on your requirement, we can onboard you. So we have that bespoke solution in terms of onboarding as well. Well, I'm running out of time, so let me just check if, yeah, this is just my light slide. I will take just a couple of minutes. So this is basically the whole ecosystem of our company. As I said, We have offices all around the world. I especially operate from Dubai because this is our head office, but we have offices like in London, Limassol, Hong Kong, Mauritius, and all the other places. Plus we have at this moment 400 plus employees, 7 different licenses. In terms of jurisdiction, we can be flexible. In terms of, let's say, all the other projects that we are running, B2B in Pay is one of our leading project, which we serve over more than 500 clients here. It's basically a crypto payment gateway. If you have any business where you want to accept payments in cryptocurrencies and for your services that you provide, this is the product that we can provide you as a gateway or a blockchain wallet infrastructure. Well, yeah, I mean pretty much that's it. All this presentation will be available. Plus we will go upload this presentation on YouTube as well. So thank you very much for listening to me. And if you have any questions regarding today's topic, we are right behind this booth here. You can come to us. I will be glad to talk to you one-on-one and assist you with all your questions. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.